2:29 here in Texas. Woohoo! Filling up the gas tank in Serenity. Yeah, there she goes. We're gonna do a little bit more. Like we do, a little bit more. Okay, just a little bit more. Yeah, I know they say it's not good to chop her off, but we're chopping her. I mean, to go too much. Let's see if I can get it right on. 29, yay! This is the last big road trip with Serenity, guys. It's a bittersweet day. Heading to California for Thanksgiving. And I know this is after the fact, but yeah, Serenity's gonna find herself a new home. So I hope you'll join me. Linda here, Serene and Simple Life. Oh my gosh, and a serene and simple life it has been with Serenity Sedan. Oh goodness, yes, if you saw the intro, Serenity is getting herself a new home. Oh my gosh, I am headed to California to see my son, my daughter-in-law, and my grand sweet pea who turned 2 a couple months ago for Thanksgiving. And I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity, Thanksgiving, to gift my son and his wife Serenity Sedan. And y'all are probably, whoa, wow, what's going on? Well, I'm going to share a little bit of that later, not today. God has big plans in store, and I don't know all of them. But it is a big change. It's going to be a big change. And I have a few days now to enjoy this smooth ride that I've been on. This is her last big trip, last big road travels, and made the decision a little over a month ago. I will share that story with you another day. That it was time at 207,750 miles, which I'm reading off right now. I made the decision at about 206,000. That it was time for Serenity to be enjoyed by somebody who needs a second car. And my son said he could use a second car. And I'm really excited to be able to give it to him. I decided that I should no longer, and I don't think up until now that I was, because God has directed me, no longer take her, to the great unknown. Because, yes, there's that timing belt that needs to be replaced every 100,000 miles. She had one timing belt replaced, and I don't exactly remember when. I have the paperwork. And there's other things that, around the corner. And then I envisioned, not with fear, but with trepidity, I think is maybe the word. I don't know. Hesitation. Okay, so Linda, you're on one of those sweet back roads. We'll just use the timing belt for the example. And the timing belt chain, or not the chain, but the belt goes. All right, so now you have towing expense. You can hope that you have cell service and that you don't have to walk 5 miles. You have decisions to make whether you keep Serenity or whether you look for another vehicle and perhaps need to make a hasty decision rather than a thought out, take your time decision. And I was like, I don't want to do any more long road trips at 207,000 miles. Oh, I would love to. I would love to see her go to 300,000. And with that, I told my son, I don't know if I'm giving you lemonade or a lemon. Although someone did say to me, Linda, you are giving him lemonade because you're giving him a car. I'm gifting him a car. I want nothing for it. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. And I'm really, really happy that I'm not selling the car, because my son has the understanding that if next week something goes wrong with the vehicle, he already knows that I've taken care of it as best I can, and we don't know what the future brings, and there'll be no guilt involved. Yeah, there's the lemon law, sell it. I don't know, would I get $1,000 for it? Would I have 10 lookers before that? No. My heart is full to be able to gift him with this, and know that, I'll be able to know what happens to it, how long it goes, because there is a true possibility, it's a fact, this Acura could go to 350,000 miles. Maybe not without putting a couple thousand more into it, I don't know. Though I am giving it to him with tires that only have 10,000 miles on them, so I think you can still call them new tires. Brakes, back brakes, the rotors, everything was done a year ago when I was forced to get brakes. And that was a scary situation, because I guess, I don't know how it came up without me knowing, but it did. And terrible, terrible noise, and within minutes I'm without a vehicle. So yeah, put my thinking cap on, put my smart hat on. I'd like to roll the dice. I'd like to keep going with Serenity, but because she's a smooth ride and she drives, I swear she drives just about as good as when I first got her. There's no noises, nothing. I went to the Acura dealer. He looked at the car from the outside. He said, well, you've really taken care of it. So that made me feel good. Although the Acura dealer did find, just like us getting old, leaks. We leak. And the customer service guy said he wouldn't do anything with it. He wouldn't fix any of it. I mean, they had $3,000 to change this, and $1,000 for this, and $500 for that, with this leak and that leak. And right now the oil pan on top is leaking, but I lose about a half a quart every 5,000 miles. And they said that's like way normal, and Acura says you could lose a quart per 1,000 miles. So I was scratching my head with that. This came from the customer service guy. Yeah, scratching my head. So I'm gonna lay it all down for my son if he wants to hear it. If he just wants to go with it, and he commented, and I like when people reiterate that they're hearing me. That at that particular time, if something happens, he'll be able to determine whether or not he wants to put money into it or not. So I think he semi-learned to drive on this vehicle, so that's fun. My daughter definitely learned how to drive on it, but my son, I'm not sure, because he was living with his dad at that time, so he may have had a little bit of a start with the Acura, and then he wasn't around. So I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but it's sweet. It's a sweet moment for me to think about. So I did say it's bittersweet. It's really not bittersweet. It's way more sweet than it's bitter. The only bitter part is that this has been my home, and this is where I sleep, and this is where I've done work and enjoy myself, and she's taken me on beautiful roads. I put in the last year, I left 184,000 miles in September last year. So, I have put, 24,000 miles on this since I left, with not any trouble at all. The brakes was I think the brakes was September, not December. And after that, smooth sailing. But anyways, guys, so there is more to come, and I'm going to tell you that I am going to do a little fun video, a teaser, and I want to see what, just for fun. I'm going to put out a video where you guess what might be in store next. And the person, or maybe a couple people who come closest to guessing what I'm doing, I'm going to give you a themed collection of your choice of the Say It, Display It inspiration cards. So look forward to that. That'll be the week of Christmas, and then I'm going to do the big reveal, because I have other things, things that I want to show you now that I've gotten back to Texas. So I'll be rolling out those videos in a little while. You just have to be patient, and hopefully you'll subscribe so that you know what this nomad gypsy, digital nomad lady is up to. Digital granny, yeah. What she's up to and what next and what's in store. So, alright, that's about it. I am going to enjoy this last Happy Camper meal. Happy Camper meal. Yeah, it's a meal. This Happy Camper drive, and I'll show you what I'm taking along with me on this journey. I had to be real methodical because I'm going to be flying back. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of a hint there. And I don't know, I'll be around. We'll see what's going on. Thank you, and let me show you how I've cleared out Serenity. Later.